All right, guys. So just had a couple hours this afternoon in the shop. I spent the rest in the office doing some computer work. Good old paperwork, computer work, designing. But no, about 2:30 or so, I had came out and started doing some face frames, and here's what I got, man. I got this left, which is probably a good 7, 8 frames left. But this is all I got right here. These are all my cabinets. Got some uppers here, some base cabinets. I got a big walk-through pantry that looks like a fridge. I got a big fridge cabinet. And then that's all my face frames for my cabinets. This here is all my face frames for my paneled ends. So these are gonna be all some face frame style paneled ends that goes all on my exposed end. And I got a door to go in each one to have that 1/8 inch reveal all the way around to have that inside look. Even though the job is overlay, I like to do that on a lot of my finished ends. It just kind of dresses it up, and yeah, it might take a little bit longer for me to do it, but it just gives a much better look and outcome. And for not that much more, it costs me an extra, let's just say $50-$60 per door. And it may add 10 doors, but it might be at $600 or so. But man, that just gives a much better look of a cabinet at the end of the day. I do it on all my kitchen vanities in the bathrooms and stuff like that. I typically just leave a plywood in. I don't want to do too much in bathrooms. Now if it's requested, then I'll absolutely do it, but if not, I won't. And then I got that, and then I got a rack in today. Nothing major. I just wanted something kind of small. It doesn't take too much room, but it's about 6 foot high. The shelf is about 5. The top shelf is about 5 foot or so. But you can see I got all my tracks here. I got my hinges here, my clips. Matter of fact, I spoke to my rep at CNS here in Lafayette. I need to order some hinges. Completely forgot about that. We were talking to her today, and her and rep from Saluce came today, and we were talking about the Saluce hinges and all that. I'm like, man, you know what? Forgot to buy order the hinges for it, so I got to get that on order. That they keep that in stock, so it's not that end of a deal. Not the end of the world that I don't have it on me. But yeah, so newest addition is it's a little shelf. It's nothing major. It's does the job. It's plenty enough, strong enough for what I need for that. I mainly wanted to get a designated spot to put my hardware and hinges and all that, and just extra stuff that I had kind of on the floor just to get it off a little bit more organized. But yeah, did some pretty good amount of work here in a couple hours. So I had me a squared fence here, and I reference everything off of this fence to keep everything square for my face frames, because with overlay cabinets, you got a little bit of wiggle room. With my paneled ends being inset door, man, it's really crucial on getting that opening perfectly square. So, because if you only got an 1/8 inch of reveal, man, that you'll show it if it's a 1/8 or 3/16 out of square. So, but yeah, it's kind of today's update, man. I was hoping to get a little bit more. I may come back a little bit later on this afternoon, and before dark. It don't get dark till about 8:30. So I'll probably do that. But yeah, see y'all later, man. Deuces.